Today we're visiting Versailles restaurant in Miami, Florida. Versailles opened its doors in 1971 and has been a hotspot ever since. Very popular among the local community, particularly the local Cuban community. Often featured in local media, for instance, news reports are often recorded at Versailles. When politicians come to Miami and wish to garner support from the Cuban community, they go to Versailles. I'm here on a Saturday afternoon. It's already pretty crowded, but I'm not going to the main restaurant. I'm going to the side window to have some Cuban coffee. Cuban coffee is one of the culinary delights that Miami, Florida is known for. Don't mess with us, Tampa. In Miami, most of us grew up on Cuban coffee. It's our lifeblood. Even though Versailles is always packed, they have convenient customer parking right across the street from the actual restaurant. Here's the main restaurant. As you can see, it is jam-packed. But that's not where we're going. That's where you can go for a sit-down meal, a delicious Cuban sit-down meal. I do recommend, if you are visiting Miami and you can make time to have a meal at Versailles, that you do that. We're going over here to Cafe Versailles, to the window, to get some café con leche. Start the day off right. As you can see, it's already packed. Hola, café con leche and 2 croquettes, please.
Para aquí? Yeah.
To go, please. Got our goodies. Now they would have given this to me in a little porcelain cup had I been staying to eat here. But I said to go so that I could wander around a little bit. You saw that deliciousness being poured. You know, you get a ton of saltines with your croquettes. If you need water, if you get thirsty from the coffee, there's always water there. So good. I'm back in the comfortable AC of my car. It's really good. It's very hot, a little more burny than I like it. So now, on to the next. Look at this amazing coral home. That is so cool and beautiful. I have arrived in Little Havana. Interesting. Miami Aqua Tours. Got a pirate and a pirate ship on there. Huh. Have to check that out. It's pretty fun. Check it out. Good advertisement. Very good advertisement. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Wow. So beautiful. Couldn't have orchestrated that better myself. We've got some out of business businesses. How beautiful is that? The flower vendors out and about. Fresh flowers, smell good. All along Calle Ocho, you have these stars of Calle Ocho. And we have Emilio Esteban here. We got these cool roosters all up and down the calle. Smoking a nice cigar. And here's where the action starts. We've got the appropriate Little Havana Calle Ocho decor. What we're looking for is another window for more cafe. And this is the main part of the restaurant, and over on the other side is a window where you would get pastelitos and café and all sorts of yummy stuff. Old school barbershop. Little Havana specialty. There's some nice fancy duds. Real dapper.
pausinha de selfie deve assistir. De tanto que falaram que é bom.
Harkening back to the old days in Cuba. Nothing but class. I love that. So spooky. So classic. This is the official Little Havana Visitor Center. Nice name. It's got all sorts of touristy gear, music, jamming, all sorts of stuff. Hats. You get out here and you're like, it is so hot, I need a hat. Which will probably happen. Look who's here. And speaking of coffee, they've got what you need here. They have got you covered. Everywhere.
Coffee, take it one.
Oh, thank you.
You will love it. You wake up,
yeah.
you don't need more than one.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. I just discovered something inside the Little Havana Visitor Center. Free cafe. They just give it to you, like you don't have a choice. There's cafe, and that's it. You drink the cafe, and you smile, and you say, muchas gracias. And if you want to be extra, you could say, muchas gracias, senor, or senora. This is my second Cuban coffee of the day. I had a café con leche at Versailles. Now I'm having this. That's just, woo, through the roof. Through the roof. Oh boy, that is strong. That is strong. Little Havana, USA. How you doing, sir? Café? Muchas gracias, senora. And then I say, de nada. Look at his jewel eye. Ooh, handsome, handsome boy. Look, a bird. Hi, birdie. El Pub, another Miami staple. It's a Miami-style Cuban sandwich. No, I put some money in their tip jar. Azúcar. Ball and Chain is a very popular night spot that opened up in recent years. It looks like it's bumping during the day too. And at night they feature live music and all sorts of fun stuff. Tower Theater. Showing non-mainstream movies, which is always great. Even they've got coffee. When you come upon Domino Park, there are a lot of gentlemen screaming and hollering. They're heatedly, passionately debating topics that they're passionate about. Domino Park. And this is where you find the domino players of Miami. Famous pastime in Miami. Watching the domino players in Domino Park is a pastime in and of itself. People come here to sit on the benches around the perimeter and just watch the domino players. And these beautiful murals all over the place. Just keep on a-walking. Even McDonald's is in the spirit of things. Maria Conchita Alonso. I always love this mural. This is an amazing mural. One more cafe. We all know these guys, right? They're walking across the domino street. that. You guys know I can't resist a rocking chair. It's a nice breeze. It's April, which means it's officially summer. You don't need to plan a ton for your visit to Little Havana. Just get here, park in the vicinity, and walk around because there's stuff going on everywhere. And there's the Tower Theater I was showing you earlier. Get a better view of it. There we go. We can get a better view from across the street. Calle Ocho is called Calle Ocho for a reason because it's a calle, it's a street, and the traffic does not stop, so you need to cross with care. Looks like I just stumbled on some more live music. And you know I dropped a tip in their tip bucket. Whenever I film or photograph musicians or artists out in the streets, I always leave a tip in their tip bucket. It's the least I could do. Even when I'm not filming or photographing them, I usually try to leave a tip, but especially if I'm sitting there watching, enjoying, and getting some cool photos and footage, they're getting a tip. Good beer here. Noted. Duly noted. We'll be back. So far, I've only had a café con leche and a cortadito. 2 coffees, not enough. And I call myself a Miamian. Shame. I cannot bring shame upon my city. 1 more coffee, right guys? 1 more. For my final café of the day, I've decided to come back to El Pub. You can order at the outside window or inside. Oh yeah. Inside has air conditioning. Little wall decorations. This big jar of sugar is for making amazing coffee. This cold water, cups, because it's a scorcher out there. Cortadito, delicious. A smaller café con leche.
I grill it.
I already kind of made a mess of it, but that's okay, it happens. Yummy. Cortadito, delicious. My favorite one of the day. That's why I splashed it everywhere. Oh boy. Don't see that every day, that's cool. And the love people put into making your café, the salt water, the air, the ocean breeze, it's all part of the flavor of a good Cuban coffee. It's the winner of the day, El Pub. Thank you guys for joining me on this tour of a strip of Calle Ocho in Little Havana, Miami, Florida, to have some cafe, some chat, and some good times. I'll have a new adventure for you every week, and I look forward to you joining me. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you're notified when the videos come out or when live streams happen. You can also count on a video coming out every Sunday or Monday. So by Monday, there'll be a new video each week. I'm also on Twitter at Super Enthused, Instagram at Super Enthused, pretty much everything Super Enthused. So if you want to keep up with me, I would love that. Keep in touch. See you guys soon. Cheers.